Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 6 of The Evil Within 2. Our best estimate is that this game will be around 10 or 12 episodes, given the pace at which we're playing. That is very much a guess based on our good friends over at, we don't know anybody, over at How Long to Beat, but they say that the game, it seems like a good estimate, so I'd say that we're probably approaching the 50% mark. We have full health, probably not full ammo. Where would I check on that? Ah, there we go. So 25 bullets, 6 bullets. I would like to have some more shotgun bullets, I think. How do we up our shotgun availability? All right, let me just double check. Do we have a crafting station in here? We already talked to I really think her name is Yukiko. I'm pretty sure. And there's that exit D5. Okay, so I don't see a crafting station here. We could go through the mirror. Let me go through the mirror just in case. Just want to check to see if we need more shotgun bullets or if that would be a good idea. All right, and shotgun is right here. All right, crafting and shotgun. Oh, actually, I can only hold a total of 7, plus 3 in the shotgun itself, so that brings me up to 10. That's another reason. It's suddenly occurring to me for the very first time. I haven't cared very much about reloading and reload time, but the more bullets that you can carry in the weapon, it doesn't count against your total. Interesting. I might have to reprioritize that, but we're not there yet, and we're gonna head back out because I know that we did all of our other upgrades and stuff. We're saving up some weapon parts because I want to get that smoke upgrade. Hello to Force, who says that she is lurking while driving home. Force, I hope we can provide some good company. You have a safe and good commute. To narrate a little bit, we're just heading up into the brand new area that, this might be another linear section. I would love to see another open world section similar to that first part in Union. It would be surprising to me if that was the only one. Okay, we've got a little storeroom here. Anything to pick up? Oh, we've got some fertilizer or something. Smoke powder. And a big pile of garbage. Okay, 200 points. I think I need like 350 or something for weapon parts. Hello to Moo, who says, lurk while laundry and vacuuming. Moo, before you step too far away, I did not see in time because I was, occupied about the gift sub that you sent to Gee18,000. So thank you very, very much for that gift sub. It's one of those things where anything that we miss, we want to make sure that we can call out later. Also, I need to get a follow in for lovely... Oh, god damn it. It's like Lovely Shadow Forest, except I don't think that's quite it. There's nothing quite like not being able to remember the name of somebody that you want to, like, thank for the raid and send some raids back their way and so forth, like check out their content. Okay, hey, high-grade weapon parts, I'll take that. And we got another storeroom. And another mirror. Now, before I go forward, I have 240 weapon parts. I think it's 350. I think it's 350 that I'm looking for. I'm not going to go back just yet. I am probably going to save it just so I don't have to pick up all this stuff again. And there's our way out. Okay, yep, let me save it. Oh, and we're going to set down, we're going to go back to our other save, rotate through these. Awesome. Force is saying, I was not aware of this. The FDA has approved the Pfizer COVID vaccine for ages 5 to 11. Moo is very excited and throws her 11-year-old at the syringe. I 100% understand that, and I will communicate that to... I want to make sure that my niece and nephew get vaccinated as soon as possible. Okay, well, we've got something going on over here.
Just need to get into that storage room. Damn it. Can't feel my hand. That thing nearly tore my arm off.
Hello to Psycho.
Kill it with this pea shooter. The
Sorry, just making sure the dialogue is over. Hello to Psycho. There's nothing quite like having somebody come in that you want to say hello to, but there's a cutscene or whatever playing out. I hope that you have had a good Tuesday. We are having an ongoing storm. It's not one of those things that is severe enough that I think it's going to interfere with the episode in any way, but it is rainy and blustery.
All right. The theater. I'm coming for you.
So, and this is purely a rhetorical question. Do we think Camera Guy is, like, the main antagonist for the whole game? I always sort of assumed that we would kill that guy. Like, he would be maybe, like, the first bad guy that we faced, and then we would go on to some bigger and worse concern. But it kind of feels a little bit like he's it. Alright, I see the, groaner over there. We're gonna head over here. Force says, I don't know when it'll be full go for the vaccine. It says people on the advisory board are backing it. So I don't know if that means paperwork or what before the full-fledged. Well, I'm glad that they've done their assessment, and based on the testing, they say that it's ready to go. Because it's frankly a concern about having kids. You can be as careful as you possibly can be, but if your kids are in class with other people that are not so careful, you know, it can come home that way. And I just would prefer to have everybody be as safe as they can be. Psycho wants to know why he's being thrown at a syringe. Hold on. Okay. Doesn't have the greatest distance vision, so I'm hoping that if I just get a little bit away... Can I just take a knee back here? Does this count as cover? Oh, she's got an axe, too. And now that I think about it, I also have an axe. I think my aim is going to be truer than hers. Okay, no, she's not going to stop facing this way, is she? Oh, maybe she will. Maybe she will. Yeah, let's just get ready, just in case. We're going to go with the regular pistol, because this is going to be a close-up encounter. You just keep... just steady on. Hey, 300 isn't the biggest payout, but I'll take it. Moo says, people or kids put their hands on everything and then up their noses and in their mouths. They just do. Psycho agrees. They also sneeze directly into your mouth. I'm sure the younger ones do. I remember when my nephew was born, and it was like, oh, hold him. It's like, no. Oh, he's not gonna break? Yes, that's right, because I'm not going to hold him. It's not that I don't like babies. I'm just very, very concerned. It's a little bit the opposite of my take on, like, getting into an argument with some sort of gigantic 18-wheeler out on the road. I don't want to have an altercation with something that could kill me by accident. And similarly, I do not want to hurt a baby. It is not that I will never hurt a baby. I just, want to be very, very careful. I have not looked at the screen. Hold on a second. What was with the boom? Did that just show up? The big tendril? I bet it did. The Psycho's got to go lurk for a meeting, but fortunately mine are under, or 3 and under. Well, hopefully they are also doing well. Weapon parts? Our magic number. I'm going to keep saying this until we get 350. I'm pretty sure it's 350. We've also got a ladder. And this might be a good opportunity to make use of the sniper rifle if we can see anything that we want to interact with. Alright, that doesn't look like a zombie to me. Now this is red, does that... Yeah, it's locked. So, do we need a code or a key? Because there's no way that that's just there for no reason. Or is it a story thing? Oh, look at this. This feels very snipery to me. Why don't we, dial this in? Turn your head the other way. Fucking really? Hey, who did that? I'm watching his animation for, like, when... There we go. Come on. I'm trying to avoid that horrible thing that tends to happen where, like, right as you pull the trigger, they go through their animation where they, like, jostle out of the way. See, she's way too wild right now. I'm not a good enough shot to hit that. Oh, okay! Let me just... I don't know if it makes any difference to kneel. I'm pretty sure that I'm kneeling now. Fuck! It's like as soon as you pull the trigger, you're like, nope, that's not gonna do it. Alright, I'll take that. Yeah, and when else am I gonna use a sniper rifle? I mean, except for the time that I used it during that boss fight. Oh, God. Oh, God, just... They really like to move. Just shoot him in the clavicle. It's close enough. Okay, I need to learn to count my bullets. Oh, what? Okay. I don't know. I know that wasn't a headshot, but I don't know why it missed. Okay, so sniper bullets defeated, and I killed 3 guys that I probably could have snuck up behind and just shanked for free. So, Force, I don't think the last message sent, because the last thing that you said was up a little bit. It was before the sneezing into your mouth content. I'll never forget the time I was laying down and holding the baby above my head, and she just spit up, ugh, and it went straight into my mouth. See, again, like, it's when babies do something completely unexpected that I'm worried that I want to be careful, that's all. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure what they would and wouldn't see. Just back off here. Oh, he's hot on my trail. I'm worried about the green goo, despawning. The game seems pretty good about that, but just can't be too careful. Alright. Shit. Okay. Yep. Okay. I don't want to spend my axe on this one guy. Like, we've seen now that Sebastian is capable of arc killing like 3 or possibly more guys if you line them up successfully. So if I do a melee attack on this person, I get a free kill. I very much want my shank kill. Keep that axe available for when I need it. He is 100% going to come back this way, isn't he? God damn it. And yes, I'm very aware that these are all smashable boxes. How were the end of your stream, Moo? Sorry I fell asleep. It was a long day at work. Yeah, Moo, you were playing Dead Cells today. How did you like that? I know that Groomfy was playing it at one point. I hope you had a good time with it. Roguelikes in general is not actually a genre that I've played very much of. I'm trying to think if I've played any. But I do know that Dead Cells is a particularly well-regarded one, and I also know, if you guys are not familiar with the story, Dead Cells got a lot of notoriety for a reason that it was not its fault and it did not deserve. There was if you guys never knew about this, there was a writer working for IGN. Gosh, I am not going to remember his name. There was a writer working at IGN who just plagiarized the shit out of some guy, like some YouTube review. A relatively small channel, and I don't say that as a pejorative, but certainly nowhere near the size or clout of IGN. And this writer, professional, quote-unquote professional writer at IGN, just wholesale stole this guy's review, presented as his own work, basically just changing up a couple adjectives, and then did a video review. And Jim Sterling covered it at the time, and you not only when I say you could, he did put them side by side, and it is undeniable. Okay, hold on, I've drawn somebody's attention. Force said, basically all I said was I gave my dad $100 2 weeks ago because I knew he needed money, and I'm flat broke because I had to take the cat to the vet. And I asked my mom if your dad had any money. She had asked me for money just last week because dad wasn't contributing to the bills. I pull up at their house today, and outside there's a package from Ellen's shop because she purchased new clothes. That is... See, the thing is, I have several things to say about that, and it doesn't feel like it's my place to say because it's not my family. All I can say... Do I just want to axe these guys? Like, just get all three of them? Fuck it. Because I don't know how else to, like, get these guys. Hey, everybody. Everybody, if I could have your attention. Yep. Okay, come on. Let's all get together. One big zombie pile. So everybody get together, please. Nice and together. Oh, whoop, that's a little bit too close, but whatever. Okay, that's not the multi-swipe I was hoping for. Okay, go with the new plan. And the new plan is take an axe in the head. Okay, this isn't really going the way that I'd hoped. Wow. Alright, so I'm pretty sure that cost all of the progress that we've done so far. Forrest is saying, too long, Twitch didn't send it, but basically my mom asked me for money, and then I went over to her house, and she has a package on the doorstep for all of the new stuff that she's purchased. Forrest is also saying to Moo, our moms are sisters, I swear. And... Wait, is Guy here? Guy is here. I'm so sorry. Like, people keep talking, and I was missing your messages. Let me just scroll up slightly. Guy, by the way, yeah, I'm sure that you saw that, Moo had gifted a subscription to you, and I didn't see it yesterday. I certainly saw it after the stream. So, again, thank you very much to Moo, and Guy, I hope that you enjoy the emotes. They're all by Papalatko, by the way. I really like her artwork. Moo got a nasty gram text from my mom last night about what a... Jesus Christ! About what a crap daughter I am. I feel your pain. Oh! You guys, very good news. I didn't lose nearly the progress that I thought I did. Wow. Like, all of our sniper shots still happened? Yeah, like, we even got the thing out of this container. Okay. Wow, that was a shockingly generous checkpoint. I was not expecting that. Oh, okay. Sure, I'll look at this. Somewhere.
Body parts reassembling into a monster. Body parts reassembling into a monster. Sure, why not? I'm not surprised by anything I see in here anymore. Won't happen again. I'll burn these before they can change. Wait. Did that arm just twitch? Shit. No. Oh god. No. Ah!
So... Oh, man! Hold on. Get out of here, please! No, okay, so she straight up sees me. Hey, remember when this was a boss? Oh, it's still a boss! I do see the blighter over there. We don't have a consistent name for those guys. I'm very fucked. Jump! Okay. I'm gonna try to get back to the safe house. Okay. Hop. Go. Get in the building. Sebastian, a little bit of lead. Investigate the theater. I don't even know what that means right now. You know something? I'm gonna save it. What the hell? Oh, she's still lurking outside. She's got clip through the wall powers. Okay, I'm gonna go save it. All I can say, and as I say this, let me preface it with, it's very easy. It's so easy to solve other people's problems, isn't it? It's so easy for me to sit here and just say, oh, you guys should just... for me, if I were to reach out to help somebody out, and family or not, and then I came to discover that they bought what they wanted and then begged for what they needed, what I would pull from that is I am not going to be so ready to help that person again, because they need to reconsider where their priorities are. I wouldn't feel very good about it. I think that things get a lot more complicated when you're when you're involved with family, and that it's not always so cut and dry. So it's not sort of a judgment. I think that if you have to make a mistake, I think if a mistake is to be made, erring on the side of compassion and kindness is the way to be. Here's another example. Brian Shea over on... This person's going to be very angry at me for this, so I'm going to have to run away. And she might even scream at me. Okay, that's... Fuck. Okay. They don't see me. They do see me. Okay, they might forget where I am. Brian Shea over at Game Informer, it was a meme that sort of brought this up. Holy shit, there's a lot of them. But he shared a story that when he was in either elementary or middle school, he went to show some kindness to a brand new student who, like, it was they just started and he wanted to be nice, so he invited the student to come sit at the lunch table with him, and then Brian got up and went to go get his own lunch, but by the time he got back, the new student had ditched him for the popular table, as he put it, and later on, on another year, pulled down Brian's pants in front of everybody at the gym, in the gym class. Fuck. And I read a story like that, and it's awful. Are you serious? Do I want to try to get up behind her? I guess I do. I thought... Okay, the second one does kill her. Moo is saying something that I agree with. I don't understand the self-centeredness. I particularly wouldn't understand the self-centeredness aimed at your own kids. For each of you. The self-centeredness that your mothers express towards you. It's just... We all know here on stream that Force has recently started a brand new job. She's recently moved into a brand new place. She's recently gotten 2 kittens. This is an all-new situation with a lot of new financial burden, and being careful and making sure that everything can be managed and budgeted out, it's going to be a new experience because all of the circumstances are new. And for a parent to step into that circumstance and say, well, we really need your financial help, and also, by the way, I just bought all these clothes. It's Holy shit. Marquack, thank you very much for the cheer. Marquack just cheered 1,000 bits. Marquack, thank you very, very, very much. I also... I don't want to change topics. I don't know how to broach this. I'm going to say this, and then if this is a topic that needs to be considered separately, then we will not go further into it. I'd like to touch base with McMaster and just make sure everything is okay. He's given some indication that things are okay, that he just hasn't streamed lately because shit. Okay. Well, we know this isn't going to go well, because the last time I drew the attention of multiple of these guys, they just did this. Okay, but that's fine. I'm going to go in here. Oh, now we'll kick open the door. Shit, I didn't think that they could do that. Open the door. Okay. Now I violated the sanctity of my safest place. Just taking a quick look around. I wanted to make sure that he's doing well. Oh, and Azric, thank you so much for the resubscription. Sorry, let me pause here for a second because a hype train is close. Wow. Hold on, let me just scroll back. I want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Moo was thanking Guy for the kind words. Oh, there it is. Hype train incoming. Let me take a quick look through here. Azric, thank you very much for the resubscription. That is 15 months. God, I cannot believe it. It feels like such a shorter amount of time. Guy is saying, if you like roguelikes, Moo, you could like the persistence. It has a VR mode and first person. I really like it. Wait. I have missed some comments. You're too nice. To me, you are. I have, but not in a long while. Sadly, I'll be back soonish. Oh my gosh, Marquack, is that a second 1,000 bits? Holy hell, Marquack, thank you so much. Sorry, I was trying to just identify which game Guy was talking about. Scrolling back. I am not entirely confident that we are getting every message here. You're too nice. Oh god, I just want to see it. Guy, I will just ask straight up, which game has the VR mode? Is it Super Hot? Because that is the first game that I can think of that also has a VR mode and first person, and I really like it. That could sort of slot into something that's similar. It's not really a roguelike, though. It's a little bit of a puzzle thing. Holy Sorry, I don't want to swear too much. Azaric, thank you so much for the 300 bits. Oh my gosh. You guys, that is... It is just very, very, very generous, and I appreciate it very much. Let me just scroll back, and Azric had said hello. Moo says housework is gonna have to wait because Hive Train, and Guy says the persistence. Oh, and Moo has just gifted holy god damn it, 3 months of a tier 1 subscription to Caroluna. Moo, that is 51 gift subs. You guys, thank you so much. Oh, Moo is saying the game is called The Persistence. Okay, I have never heard of that. And apparently that kicked us all the way up. So is it 90% through level 3 or 90% to level 3? Either way, it's great. I've never been able to quite put together how that is set up. Moo has now gifted another tier 1 sub to Dougler. Moo, thank you so much. Forrest is saying use use that money to buy yourself some Ellen store clothes. Is it Ellen DeGeneres? Is that, or is it an altogether different Ellen? Because I'm not familiar with. Oh wait, why did I not pick that up? Was that there the whole time? let me save it real quick because we picked up some stuff and I don't remember the last time I saved because I've been just very, very fascinated in chat. Ellen DeGeneres designs for Target. Just throwing that out there. Okay, I will. Yeah, I basically know of Ellen DeGeneres as a comedian and a talk show host, and then there was some coverage like a year or two ago by people that worked on her show that said that she talks a big game about being nice, but the way that her show is run doesn't back that up very well. And all I can say about that is, speaking as someone who has no familiarity with Ellen DeGeneres whatsoever, and absolutely no interest in defending millionaires against any sort of poor treatment of their workers, it just remains a little bit unclear to me if Ellen DeGeneres personally was aware of that, or if that sort of environment was being handed down by executive producers, of which Ellen DeGeneres is one, but not the only one. So I'm not ready to condemn somebody until I know a few more details. Then I am 100% ready to condemn. I just don't like snapping to judgment. Okay, I'm just literally the worst at this. Force says Ellen sucks absolute ass. So that sounds rather definitive. And Azric has cheered another 200 bits. Azric, thank you so much. And Dakota Johnson called. So I also heard about that. So Force, let me recount the story. I'm going in here because it'll reset the enemies and they'll stop chasing me for a second. Let me recount the story and you tell me if I'm close. Dakota, was it Johnson? It was like anyway. So was it Dakota Johnson or Dakota Fanning? I'm mixing up my Dakotas. But somebody went on her show and gosh, it was about whether or not someone had been invited to a party. And I don't remember. I think it was that Ellen was giving her a little bit of grief about not being invited to her party, and then Dakota said you were invited, and I guess was able to demonstrate it. It's weird. Here's one of the reasons that gosh, how to put this? Here's one of the reasons that I like knowing who actors are so that I can follow and support their work if I think that they're doing good work. Voice actors particularly, I'm always very interested in that, but I don't tend to lionize people who are wildly successful or wealthy because I don't feel that they necessarily perceive the same thing about others. So, in other words, I like it when I draw a significant line between respecting somebody's work and respecting somebody's character, because the work I can gauge by looking at the work. The character, I feel like I could only ever know by knowing that person directly, and I have no interest at all in knowing Ellen DeGeneres, Dakota Johnson, Alec Baldwin, or any number of other people. So, wait, but he loops around the tree, because I tried this exact thing again. Doesn't he, like, pull a Yui around the tree? Yeah. How the hell do I get up on this guy? Or do I not get up on this guy from this angle? Is that the whole issue? Sorry, let me just read through. It was Johnson's. Okay. Dakota Johnson. Azric is saying hello. Oh! Moo has also gifted a tier 1 sub to Spatman, and that's 54, so I may have missed one. Let me just scroll back. I want to make sure. That's Spatman. And Psycho! Okay, thank God I looked back. Moo has now gifted 54 subs, including the 3 months to Caroluna, and now gift subs to Psycho and Spatman. Azric has cheered that to an additional 200 bits. God, now I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything, because, like, I want you guys to know that if I were to miss anything here, we would see it afterwards, and you would surely get the full call out in the next episode. But it never feels good, does it? To have, like, your contribution be the one that got overlooked, so I'm just double checking here. Force says Ellen was trying to flame her for not inviting her to her party, and Dakota was like, question marks, I invited you, and her producer confirmed it. Celebs came out after that, and we're like, that makes my backstage experience make so much sense. Like others that had been on the Ellen show. I'm trying to... Shit. Yeah, just immediately. So I need a way different plan here. Because this is just playing out the same way over and over and over again. And no one enjoys that. So just very gingerly push open the door to save my life. Okay. So... what the hell are we gonna do about this? I'm not a big fan of spending bullets I don't need to, but I can't seem to get behind these guys and knife them. Spatman says, I had a similar conversation with a friend recently about Bill Gates, and his argument was basically, oh, you won't let him have it, will you? Have what, some sort of victory or something? I mean, holy hell. Wait, what? No, hold on. Have to turn off my volume as I'm on my conference call, but I think we need to get to level 4 on the hype train. Marquack, another 1,000 bits? That's 3,000 bits. I mean, it's like, you say so many thank yous for the first one because you're like, but like you and Azric, like, you and Azric and Moo and anybody else who has also contributed, who I'm now terrified that I am overlooking. You guys, thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. Spatman says like his self-made success. Oh, and I think the hype train has been successful and people got some emotes out of it. And just very quickly, Force is saying Ellen doesn't actually care about most guests and treats some showrunners like crap. She tried to make Mariah Carey announce her pregnancy on the show by giving her liquor. What? And Mariah wouldn't drink, but would not confirm or deny. Weeks later, Mariah had to publicly... Sorry, I wasn't prepared for the end of that sentence. Weeks later, Mariah had to publicly announce her miscarriage. Which is awful, and I know it's one of the reasons that pregnancies, you know, hit a particular milestone before they get announced, where the concern about that is lessened. I'm generally unaware of these types of sort of celebrity interactions. Some of the Ellen stuff. I swear to Christ. Fuck it. Now I've spent my axe, but I need to get across this field. So yes, Moo, thank you very much for communicating this to Marquack. That he is being thanked. Also, in case he watches this later on, I will say again, thank you. And again, thank you to everyone. Thank you to Moo for the gifted subs. Thank you to Azaric for the bits. Thank you to Marquack for the bits. It was wholly unexpected here. Like, it just... I came on to jump into some Evil Within 2, and I feel a little bit... self-conscious about the lack of forward progress that I'm making here. But it was just like, hey, it's Tuesday. Let me play some Evil Within 2. A hype train was... It's very, very surprising and much appreciated. So, once again, thank you all so much. Okay, you just keep your back turned for a second. And now, I have a brand new axe. I'm not spending it on this jackass. I don't know why he stopped. I did not ask him to stop. Let me pause for a second. I DM'd you with some more details about the game, the persistence, I guess. Force is saying Force throws bits in spirit since she had to borrow Milk and bread today. I do like to celebrate people who are... God damn it. Hold on a second. Is he down? Down enough. Okay. I am wildly, wildly grateful for people who contribute during a hype train or at all. I also want people to know that they are very much appreciated, whether they are chatting, lurking, hanging out. It remains a great honor that people want to come in and that we're able to make their day a little bit brighter in some ways by sort of playing and having some conversations and stuff, and hopefully being entertaining at the game as well. Oh, just never dropped a fuse before, but I'll take whatever you got. I guess we don't get anything after the fuse comes out. The machine kind of needed that. Guy is saying, good to see I'm not the only one who has a hard time with sneaking. Oh, so Guy, you have been playing this. I'm curious if you were enjoying it. And hello to Brian. Brian, yesterday a lot was happening. You had come in and I didn't get a chance to engage with you as much as I would have wanted, but I do hope... I should at some point find out if you can fall off the edge. I just don't want to lose any progress. I hope that you had a great Monday yesterday and a great Tuesday today, and... I'm trying to think, you had moved on from my time at Porsche, and you were playing another thing that was new, but I am struggling to remember it right at this moment. Pardon me, right at this moment.
What are these things about? Damn it. Lily's inside there.
I can't move. And that doesn't seem...
You did not appreciate my beautiful Obscurus performance. Perhaps this one is more to your liking. Listen.
No! Somebody help me!
I'm preparing my greatest work yet, but you are not worthy enough to witness it. Not until you learn to respect my art. Listen to their screams, the echoes of my work.
Respect art, huh? Time to put Hoffman's theory to the test.
Oh, okay. There's chapter 7. Brian is saying Kingdom Hearts 2. Yes, that was exactly it. I didn't recognize it as Kingdom Hearts 2 because I'm not very familiar with the franchise, but that's what you were having a big conversation with, like a wizard. Wasn't sure which wizard from the Disney pantheon, but I played a little bit of the first Kingdom Hearts probably like a year and a half ago, and I'd never played the franchise before. This was off stream, and I had mixed feelings about it. It definitely felt like a game that was from a much earlier era. For anybody that hasn't played it, and maybe I was doing something wrong, I'm willing to own that, but I'm gonna find some way to zilch these guys with like an electro bolt. Okay, Moo is now stepping away for laundry and vacuuming. And Markwak says, this has a bit of Resident Evil feel to me. Not that I've had a chance to watch very much of this playthrough. It really does, Markwak. Let me just think it through here for a second. I'll get back to Kingdom Hearts in a second. This is... this game, much more than its predecessor, is what if Resident Evil 4, but a little bit more open-worldy. Like, Markwak, if I open up the map here, we have a safe house right there, and there are likely to be a whole bunch of like optional encounters that are going to be in here, buildings to explore, special items to pick up and upgrade. So if you remember the village sequence early in Resident Evil 4, that whole segment, it's not quite that level of intense, but it has a similar feel where you can go around and it's got a little bit more emphasis on stealth. And while I'm lining this up, let me get like a shock bolt, because if ideally I'd get all three of them sort of hanging out together. Yeah, lady, I promise I'll be right with you. And I just want to take care of this. Yeah, hold on. Okay, now we can have like a punch fight. Yeah, grab this. Oh, and it's also Resident Evil-y in that, like, just 1 out of 3 bullets hit. When you shoot parts off of zombies, they get them back. The fuck? Dude, I'm getting that goo. This tendril can go fuck itself. Okay. And I've got an axe, so I don't need to worry about that. Body pile. So, wait a second. Should I be burning these? And that's a rhetorical question, but we saw, like, the lady corpse pile come up out of... well, get generated from something similar to this. And Force is asking, Squid Game, yes, no. My response to that is I have not yet watched Squid Game. We are going to watch it soon, I would hope, just because it really is the big topic of conversation. And although I don't usually experience that fear of missing out, I'm just curious what it is that people are reacting so strongly to. And please do not, like, describe it, because I want to sort of discover it. It's one of those cases where it's like, how did a product called Squid Game reach this level of borderline international recognition? Oh, she's facing away, and she's walking into the wall. Can I take advantage of this and get a sneak attack in? No. Okay. Well, can I do something better than a sneak attack? What are my other options? What can I hit her with that's going to be the most devastating? I mean, do a harpoon bolt. The only trouble with that is that I don't have vision on her head. Well, I have vision on some of her heads, I suppose. She literally has eyes in the back of her head. Oh, she really hates that van. Okay, this doesn't feel very effective. Let's try something with a little bit more oomph. Oh, that got her attention. Okay. Fuck. Okay. I don't know if we can kite her around the truck a little bit, but I've only got so much stamina, and she's got a good stride. Okay, shotgun time? I'll say one thing, at least she enjoys her job. Shoot more! Come on, take your swing, lady. Okay. That's most of my health. Are we calling a timeout? Nope. Can you please get a little bit more health. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm just... Okay. I mean, I'm okay with continuing to shotgun her. I'm just concerned that it's not very effective. Okay. Was really hoping that was gonna do it. Okay, what else do I have? I'm out of sniper bullets. I guess this? Oh, she died doing what she loved. Eating bullets. Okay, and for all of that, I got a lot of green goo. Let's not overlook that. But 2 gunpowder, which is not in any way going to replace the amount of ammunition it cost me to get her. But I will still take it. Okay, Guy was asking, will killing her be worth it? Well, on sort of the grand spectrum of things that I value the most, the upgrade points tend to be up there, because with the upgrades, and we almost have 350 weapon parts, with the upgrades, you can... Okay, hold on, a couple things. Let me just make sure that we're fully reloaded. With the upgrades, you can get, okay, that's my laser-sighted pistol, and now this. Reload. Nope, we got that. I need to finish this thought. With the upgrade points, you can buy upgrades that will make your, everything that you do more efficient. So, if I have to spend some resources to get the upgrade goo, so that then my... stamina recharges faster, or I recover more health when I am low on health, so I have to spend fewer syringes to increase the amount of health that I get back from the syringes. These things, and eventually, I mean, ideally, get that bullet time ability. That would be tremendous. So, is it a Pyrrhic victory? Probably, yes. That felt like a lot of expenditure of resources to... Oop, no, I don't want to push that. To get that goo, but I'm choosing to look on the positive side with it. Korea is becoming known for its gangster movies. Not that Squid Game is exactly... Oh, and hello to Jab! Not that Squid Game is exactly a gangster show. Let me just take a quick look. Okay, so that was when Moo was stepping away. Dougler said... and then he never went back again. Just for a moment, I'll punch you. Oh, when I was fighting those, the trio there. Jab says, of Squid Game, I think, well, mainly because it's pretty good. For myself, I thought the games were incredible. Yeah, I've clearly got to see this. Guy saw some Squid Game, and yes, it's great. Forrest is saying it resonates with a lot of people because I think many people have some of the issues described in the show. Will not at anything else. I don't want to overhype it, but I feel like that is hard to do. And I doubt very much that anyone in this chat would overhype it, because my impression of it is pulled from a lot of different sources. It's not like something that 1 or 2 people have mentioned in passing. It has been the talk of the internet, with a lot of, you know, memes and images coming out. I don't know, because I haven't seen it yet, but I believe that the story I mentioned earlier with Brian Shea, taking that kid to, you know, inviting that kid to sit with him at lunch because he didn't have anybody else and he wanted to be nice. I'm pretty sure that that was inspired by, like, a meme that had come out of Squid Game. Oh, look at this. 1 locker key, please. A. Twitch is being not so friendly towards that open source app I mentioned yesterday. Upon locking and unlocking the screen, I get to wait 30 seconds for not using their stuff. That's a decision by the app developers. Is the 30 seconds because the app is reloading or recompiling itself? Like maybe it's not intended to do that? Or is that like, is it showing you ads or something during the 30 seconds? Okay, I do hear something, but it's off to the right. So I feel like I'm safe to look around this train car. I very much want to save the game also, because we have done a lot since the last save. Is this? Yep. Hey, now we're definitely going back because I want to do the upgrade. Okay. So that horrible wheezing sound is those slug monsters that... Oh, I see him. Yeah, and he sees me. So that's good. I got one shotgun blast. We're just basically waiting to see if he peeks around the corner. Yeah, the village section in Resident Evil 4 is, I think, the most iconic individual, like, level in that game. It seems to be the one where... This is just my sense of it, but I feel like a lot of people really fell in love with that section because there were enemies everywhere. Oh, look at this. Oh, I was looking for oil or something we could use against the lady. I just didn't see it. And this is not that, right? This is not the village sequence. It's just, that's the closest point of comparison in that you're wandering around a fairly large area and there's a lot of things that...
It looks like if I had a key, I could open it.
Oh, okay. I thought that was a hammer. I was like, do I need a sledgehammer to knock the door down? Spatman says, understandable though, since you don't seem to get ads. It's a screen from Twitch with text explaining the stuff. Yuck. And Jab says of Squid Game, very few games I... Oh, no, not a Squid Game. Very few games I buy are games that I finish. 1 out of 4, maybe worse than that. This was a topic of conversation that came up yesterday as well. And let me just scroll back as well, because I don't want to overlook anybody. Let me just see here. Also, Forrest was saying of her cat, Gigi, I want food. She said, you have food in the bowl. Gigi says, does that look like pizza to you? My cats want cereal. I mean, they probably want the milk in the cereal, but anytime either of us is having cereal, the cats are all over, like clambering up on shoulders to try to get it where the cereal is. Guy says it looks like a mix of Hostel and Hunger Game. Is that this game or is that Squid Game? Because I feel like that could potentially apply to both. Jab says, I know I have another Korean movie coming out in a couple of weeks marked. I'm curious what it's called. And hashtag Alive was a very original zombie movie. Is that also from Korea? Because, you know, I am enthusiastic about watching foreign language movies if they're good and if the translation is good for the subtitles. And that was certainly how I felt about Train to Busan. I thought that movie was very, very good. Okay, is it time to have some coffee? Probably. Well, I mean, why not? Because I can get this health back. The coffee's gonna recharge. And Jeb just bought something called Fear of Rain a few minutes ago. Is that a game or a movie? Jab also says, on the other hand, he doesn't finish many games, but if he does finish one, he's likely to play it multiple times. Yeah, there was a lot of my life when I would replay games. Okay, let me save it. And then we're going to go do some upgrades. I don't know why I'm suddenly cagey about possibly misspending my upgrade points, but... Fear of Rain, says Jab, is a game. Moo says, Groomfy has been watching so many Korean shows lately, that's all the Netflix recommends to him now. And Brian is stepping out, gonna go stream, have a great stream. Brian, again, I hope that you also have a great stream, and if it is Kingdom Hearts 2, I hope you have a good time. I was going to ask about Kingdom Hearts to you specifically, because Kingdom Hearts 1 didn't make a great early impression. I mean, I played it for a few hours, and once again, that was off stream. Let's do the weapon upgrade that I want for the crossbow. And the game... Oh! Whoops. Oops, we already had this. Oh, that shows where my mind was last episode. So, yes, we already have Smoke Bolt 3. I've got 365 parts to spend. Or... Oh, I'm not going to have 1,000 weapon parts anytime, anywhere soon. Yeah, no, making that poison sounds great, but that is not, that's not something that's going to happen here. So, let's... Kind of like increasing the damage on the harpoon bolt, but I accidentally saved up a whole bunch of this. Can I upgrade the weapon? No. So, I think I want to upgrade, like, wait a little bit and get the 400 points for this. This would be 360. When shooting an enemy's weak point from 30% to 60%. That's double. That's doubling that chance to get a critical shot. And I can do it right now. Do it. Yep. Yep. Okay. Okay. Pistol. This is, like Marquardt was asking or mentioning, I'm not nearly done with this. Resident Evil 4. This is how I upgraded in Resident Evil 4, too. I put all my resources into upgrading the pistol, because I figured this is what I use the most commonly. We're going to get 15 bullets for the pistol. We're going to get 5 of those. Wow, all my gunpowder is gone. I'm going to get at least... No, I can't go higher than that. Oh, boy. Yeah, no, I'm going to get 3 bullets for the sniper rifle. And... yeah, I like the explosive bolt very much. And... that's... it. That's all the crafting I think I'm going to do. Oh, Ricardinho, thank you so much for the resubscription. Oh, and there was a raid. Let me scroll back. Thank you so much. Hello to Ricardinho and everybody raiding over. I hope that you had a great time watching Ricardinho's Grand Theft Auto 4 stream. I know that he's been doing the DLC packs. And Ricardinho, A, that game still looks really great. B, I've been enjoying catching you. We were tuned in. I was tuned in during the commute home today. So I got a chance to listen in and very, very much enjoyed it. So thank you so much for doing your stream.
You could use some help, Detective.
Oh, and Patikin is here as well. Hold on, let me just make sure, because I know that Patikin was also doing some Fall Guys. Yes, okay. So, Patikin, I hope that you are also having a great day. We have... Things are splintered in terms of my attention, because we had an awesome hype train. And again, thank you. We'll do thank yous for that again at the end. And we've been making some, not super progress, but some progress in the game. Let's just open this one. Oh, a medical key. Okay, well, I am now full, so there might be more to get there. It's all the more reason. We had an empty one. We were down 1 syringe. I got a free syringe. I'm not going to complain about it. Let me just ask her, because we are in a new chapter now.
You seem more at ease, Detective. You've found a possible ally in this dangerous world.
Not sure about that. I never know who to trust in here. Present company included.
A shame. After all we've been through together. Isolation and distrust aren't symptoms of mental illness, but they are unfortunate byproducts of it. Closing yourself off from others does nothing but agitate your condition. You are human. You require connection the way a plant requires light.
The only connection I require right now is to your machine. I've still got a long road ahead of me.
So, Mark was asking, is the game playing Claire de Lune? Would that be the music playing? Because I'll be quiet for a second if you might recognize it, because I have no idea. Actually, I think we'll be able to hear it if I go in here. Oh, it stopped the music. Okay. I am unfamiliar with Claire de Lune if that is a musical piece, so I don't know. But you would have heard it while the nurse there was talking. I've got 12,000 goo. I really want this. I am hitting into near-death recovery status a lot more frequently now, and it is very inexpensive relative to the value that it brings. However, we could automatically use... I don't think I'm ever going to get that one. Or recover more health while using healing items. That's going to take up most of my green gel. Alternatively... Footsteps produce much less noise, making enemies even slower to investigate. That's good, and I like stealth. But I could come down here and get this one for 5,000, then also pick up something else. Quickly close an enemy for a chance to sneak kill them. Here's the thing, Wait. Is this foolish? Here's the thing. That is... I almost went with it. That is so useful in these sections where you have some freedom on how you attack things. But what about when you're in a boss fight? What about when you're fighting some lady that has like a giant buzzsaw arm? That's not very useful then. I need something that's going to help me survive those. So... I'm gonna go with the health speed recovery update, because that's a 50% increase and it's very inexpensive. And if then I wanted to double it, that'd be another 8,000. But I think that, moreover, I want to get either this life gauge maximum increase that I can afford, or this one here. Total health recovered when regenerating from near-death status is increased. Yeah, now that we've made it faster, let's make it more. That is an upgrade. I went with that because that's going to be useful all of the time. Now, I'm going to just be quiet for about 20 seconds so that Markwak can hear the tune. Okay, hopefully that is sufficient. Yes, hello to Club, who has put shades on the emotes. Oh, and Club just resubscribed. 19 months. Holy hell. I think that, in addition to everything else, I think that Club was also one of the earliest subscribers. And Club, I was thinking... And Markwak, hopefully that was long enough, and if it wasn't, I have nothing against going in there and just letting that run for a full 2 minutes, if it would be helpful. I have... Sorry, this is just a quick story. I remember being in the car with a bunch of friends of mine, and a song that I had been trying to identify. This was, like, back when the internet wasn't quite so ubiquitous. A song that I was really trying to identify, and I'd wanted to hear it, and I wanted to buy it, but I didn't know what it was called, came on, and it came on the radio, and it was like, oh, wait, can you go back, because they flipped past it. Can you put that back on? Oh, no, it's over. The song ended. No, just put it back on. No, the song ended. There's no point. And, like, getting into this long, protracted argument such that when they did finally switch back to it, like 2 minutes later, of course it was over by then. So, I don't know. Oh, hey, we've got the same song in here, too. Oh, it plays it through the mirror. Yeah, Club was here during the days of XCOM, which I continue to think about doing another run through. XCOM 2 is so good. But on that note, Club, I was actually thinking, since the last stream that we did, and you're damn right I'm going to save it again, what have you been playing lately? Because, like, we've talked about work, and we've talked about the vacation that you took to, I believe, Rome, and we talked about Jade May and how much fun she's been having with RuneScape, when she's been streaming. I think that she's gone back to RuneScape recently. But what have you been up to? Is there anything that you've been playing? Anything that you're... Hold on. Anything that you are particularly looking forward to this season? Okay, I want to go here. Markwack says the game Quadrilateral Cowboy opens up with Claire de Lune playing. I have never played Quadrilateral Cowboy. I've seen images of it. It looks absolutely confounding to me. And I have heard from everyone who has played it, and I think like everyone who has played it, that it is very, very good. I am going to now give a probably deeply inaccurate description of what I've heard Quadrilateral Cowboy is like. And as I say this, if it doesn't make sense, that's because I have not played it, and it sounds like a very, very unique game. Markwack, isn't Quadrilateral Cowboy a game about, aren't you like planning a heist, but you are doing it in a way that people compare to like learning programming, because you're basically setting up a whole bunch of like if-then statements and stuff? Am I thinking of the correct game? Is that Quadrilateral Cowboy? Is a game that I really enjoy watching others play, but wouldn't be able to play myself, says Markwack. Oh, God. Wait, I didn't reload any of my guns. So that one's okay. Let's switch to this one. That one's okay. Check the shotgun. Get that reloaded. Go to the sniper rifle. All 3 bullets go into that one. All right, and I can go over here. These guys, the slurry monsters, are worth a lot of goo, but I feel like it might be more, I feel like it might be too expensive right now, because I'm a little bit light on ammo. Markwack says that is correct. Oh, there you go. Club just downloaded XCOM 2 War of the Chosen again. It's so good, Markwack, isn't it? It's so good. I am curious, Markwack, Club, I am curious, did you ever play, because I think that you did, I think that I saw that you might have even streamed at one point, Chimera Squad, because that game came and went, it felt very quickly, but the people that played it seemed to have a positive impression of it. I guess maybe it doesn't have a lot of, this is a guess, maybe it doesn't have a lot of replay value, maybe it doesn't have a lot of staying power, like it's not as deep, but it came out for like $20 and was 50% off for like the first week or 10 days. And what was interesting is that I didn't take that as a lack of confidence. It didn't have that ring to it. It just felt like the developer was saying, hey, we made sort of a smaller and more bite-sized XCOM. We're not going to charge you $60 for it. We're not going to charge you $40 for it. It's going to be appropriately priced for what it is. But, oh. Hold on, let me listen to this person. I was listening, and it only occurred to me partway through that I was just staring at that ghost's feet. Okay, I feel like we went through everything in here. Also, Moo is saying, I keep thinking people are talking about Au Clair de Lune. Au Clair de la Lune. The French folk song when people say Clair de Lune. It's probably one of those pieces of music that I've heard not only in this, but in other things, and am just completely... I just have no memory of it. Also, Club is saying that he did try Chimera Squad and did not care for it. I would like to try that, and I would also like to try Invisible Ink. What the fuck? Okay. Hopefully, I'm gonna talk a little bit because I don't want to get copyright dinged. That was a pretty good trick. Oh, son of a bitch! Oh, this was very well done. Okay, but keep moving. Stefanios, move!
Shit.
Okay, he did this on his own, and I am a supporter. So I'm not going to attempt to sneak up on her because
This time.
that's a mirror, right? I mean, it's not just a...
thing want from me.
Sebastian, I'm pretty sure she wants your soul. Yep, that's a... I am borderline curious if she kills your reflection that she also kills you, except I'm very certain that the answer is yes. Club is not a fan of the spook. Even though a friend, he says, constantly makes me watch horror movies. That makes me very curious what, Club, what your favorite horror movie is, or least unfavorite. What is the, if you don't care much for horror movies, which one have you, disliked the least? Okay, I don't actually know if I want to go in here. I want to search this area pretty thoroughly. This is not what I expected to find.
Something weird about this room. Something I'm not seeing.
Okay. Because I'm pretty sure this is the same room that I just walked out of. Oh, if there's something you're not seeing, you look at it in a mirror. So what is the mirror going to show us? We can... Yup.
It's me from back then.
Okay, so you can back away more than that. Okay, so while Sebastian was checking himself out, let me pause because there's an interesting topic happening in chat. But I thought I saw in the mirror that one of the doorways was illuminated, but I didn't quite get a chance to catch which one. Let me just scroll back here. So, Club is not a fan of the spooks. So, Patigan says horror movies are half comedy, though, just because of the stupid shit they do. Well, like, I would submit that The Ring, like the American version of The Ring, has no comedy in it. It is a very, very serious movie, and favorite horror movie ever is a tough one. Ones that make the top list: The Ring, the original version of Poltergeist. It's not scary to me at all, but I like it so much. Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Dream Warriors. It's not even a little bit scary. Like, even when I saw it when I was very young, or like much younger, I was never scared by that movie, but it's so inventive and it's so creepy and it's such a cool, like, follow-on from the first Nightmare on Elm Street. I like Dream Warriors a lot. It's not something that I could recommend very easily. So, it is that one there, which is that one. Okay. Hello to Haseo Ryu. Haseo, I hope that you are having a nice Tuesday. I almost said Thursday, but we're not that lucky. Not yet. Moo is enjoying the fact that I called him Stefanios. I have trouble remembering Sebastian. I'm not kidding around. It's not a bit. I really, like, I conflate his first name with the last name Castaños, and it just, in my head, it changes to something else. Clubs like really like The Grudge, the Japanese Grudge movie. I saw the... It is this one, right? This is the one that was illuminated? I think I brought this up before. I watched the first and only Japanese Grudge movie that I've seen was... Oh god, it was called something like Red Ghost, Black Ghost. And I did not realize that it was a sequel. I'd actually thought that I might be watching the original Grudge. But okay. Yep, no. We're just gonna stay well clear of her. I actually really liked it. It was actually 2 short films pushed together, both of which were sort of Grudge related. So it had the ghost that makes the sound that we all know from The Grudge, and it was very creepy, and I liked it. And I've also seen the American Grudge, and I thought it was, and for clarity, the most recent American Grudge, not the Sarah Michelle Gellar Grudge. I've not seen that one. I cannot imagine why I would.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so the one on the left-ish, I think it's this one here that we can see. I just need to get out of here without her noticing. The most recent Grudge was extraordinarily boring. Like it's one thing to not be scary, but it's a special accomplishment in horror to make something that is so dull. You're just sitting there drumming your fingers on the armrest. You're just like, oh, okay, yeah, just waiting for anything to happen. Haseo has been good, and oh, the club is not a fan of this of the singing. It's giving him goosebumps. Let me roll this back slightly. And Club also said it follows. I think that might have been Club's original answer. Yes, I was not
Something was up with that mirror. Something I should be looking for?
Okay, I clearly did the wrong thing. I thought I had the right door. So, it's that door there. All right. So now we're going to go back into the room where she is. We're in a Super Mario World ghost house where the doors lead back on themselves unless you choose the right one. This would be so much easier now that she's out of her mirror and just lurking. It Follows was great. I don't know how to get past her. Oh, well, fortunately her hair really covers up her eyes. No, it doesn't! Okay, so I'm gonna go through... Fuck it. Oh, shit! I didn't think that that's where she was. Okay, let me pause here because we've got more conversation happening. Friend was like, Club is saying, Friend was like, Blair Witch is okay. Club stopped halfway through. Then he said, watch Noroi, Noroi, which I am not familiar with. And Club did not finish that either. Club, I'm curious, is it because, like you don't like, is it because the movies are scary and you don't like them for that? Or are you like Drienne, who's a very good friend of the channel, doesn't like horror movies because they're just bored by them, which I feel bad. Because I like horror movies so much. Jab is saying, I would say The Exorcist, Halloween, and Poltergeist. The original Poltergeist, in my view, is a masterpiece. I will share this. I'm going to say this because I think that it will help to clarify for you guys that I may not be entirely objective on this. Poltergeist was probably the very first horror movie I ever saw, and I think I was a little kid. I was very young when I watched Poltergeist. I was on a camping trip with my father. We stopped at a motel because we were gonna get an early start the following day and go hiking into the woods and it might have been on our way home. Again, I was very young. In my memory, did I seriously choose the wrong mirror? Wow, I'm bad at this. It might have been on our way home as opposed to on the way to the camping trip. But we stayed in a motel, and they had cable, which we did not have, cable television. Wait, there's 2 lit doors. Are those the ones... Wait, so should I go through a different door? Should I go through a door that's not lit then? That doesn't make any sense. We didn't have cable at my house. We didn't have cable in my house for years and years and years after everybody else had cable television. And I think they had HBO. I don't know what the movie channel was, but I watched nope, now none of them are lit. Oh, but that one has a wait, that one has a light above it. The window is not lit, but it does have a light above it that isn't reflected here in the real world. Okay. So basically it's the one all the way on the side, I think. By the way, Haseo, if you're still here, we were just discussing, you know, what's our favorite horror movies? Like what ones really stand out for you if you came in partway through the topic? But the original Poltergeist, which I have to specify because they did a remake, and we'll maybe touch on the remake briefly. It's a remake of Poltergeist. Like, I don't know. It was okay, I suppose. The original Poltergeist is perfectly calibrated to scare the shit out of a little kid. Like, I was exactly the right age to get fucking wrecked by Poltergeist, and I was scared for weeks afterwards. That I mean, like, I grew up with a tree outside my window, as so many kids do. I didn't have any like super crazy like freaky dolls, but the family in Poltergeist was very recognizable to my own, with like, you know, I was not an only child. One of the things that's going on in Poltergeist is that the parents are more or less helpless to save their kids against this thing. Like, it is a horror movie that focuses on the parents, but is almost told from the perspective of the children, who need to come to grips with the fact that, all right, so it's the second one on the right. So it's that one, I think. And also, this is the worst gun for a closed-in environment. All right, so I think I need to get to that door. But I thought I tried that door before. Fuck! Don't eat me! No! 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 God fucking damn it! See, Force liked Hereditary. I've not seen Hereditary, and I've heard very, very good things about it. Club was just constantly like double question marks through that movie. You know what? If I categorized Mother, not I Am Mother, which is a wholly different movie that I also enjoyed. That I Am Mother is on Netflix. There's a separate movie called Just Mother. All lowercase, stylized as all lowercase. And if I categorize that as a horror movie, I feel like a lot of people would take exception with that, because whatever you're thinking in your head right now as like, this is what defines a horror movie, that is not what Mother is. However, I felt deeply uneasy watching Mother. Like, it was, I think I've described this before. Watching Mother, or like, Mother is one of the finest presentations in film that I have seen of what it would be like to have a social anxiety disorder. It is very, very good at evoking not terror, not fear. It's not Man with Knife, but it's a movie that wallows in anxiety and uncertainty, and I don't want to say too much about it. I don't know that I recommend it. I only know that I was very interested by the movie. Why am I having so much difficulty? It is the one all the way on the left, right? It's all the way... or on the right, like my right. That's the one that I need to get to. All right. I apologize for people watching this in the VOD or whatever. I don't have a good explanation for why I'm having so much difficulty matching up these mirror images. Patigan was saying Poltergeist is great. Forrest is saying Good Night Mommy, which I'm not sure if that's a movie or something else that's going on. Hold on.
Something's wrong. Why is that thing chasing me again?
Oh, hey, we got a slide. Mark White is saying, directed by Aronofsky, I would agree with your classification of Mother as horror angel. Wait, Mother, the Aronofsky movie, or is there another one that I can't recall? Okay, so Patikin's gonna go lurk. Patikin, thank you so much for coming by. Jav has a "you died" emote. I'm just reading back a little bit. Spatman says, I've had Greek men think I'm Greek. I've been to pizza shops and was greeted in Italian. Wow. So people would probably believe me if I told them my name was Stefanios, I suppose. And Spatman says, I pass as any nationality you want for only 10 cookies. Wow, that is a bargain. 10 cookies. He'll be Kiwi for you. He'll be French. He'll be Italian. He'll be South African. Anything you need. Oh, but Marquardt, because you're still here. That's an example. So as far as I know, that whole thing of going into this diner was completely optional. We got a prize out of it, which is that slide, and it probably checkpointed when I did that, and also we've got a safe house, a new safe house that I can go to. So let's go unlock that. But that's an example of the horror, the open world elements at work. You know, search through the trash can and find something. Gunpowder, usually. Or a rock. Just a literal rock. But yeah, Mark Wack, I believe the movie that I'm thinking of has Aronofsky, or was directed by Aronofsky. It has Jennifer Lawrence in it, and the guy in it, the lead guy, I'm not familiar with his work, but he did a very good job. Is this still the... I think I just came around to the back of the diner. Yeah, so I want to go... Wait, why am I making this more complicated than it needs to be? Just set a waypoint marker. I thought the cast in it was very good. And also, God, it's got like Michelle Pfeiffer and... Ed Harris. I think that's his name. Should I kick this over now? Like, we all know I'm gonna want to make use of this. Javier Bardem. Yes, I am not familiar with his body of work, but he was very good in that. Mother is... It's like one of those movies that I really, really liked, but I would find it challenging to recommend to others because it is so odd. You know, if I were to recommend Poltergeist to somebody, I would be saying, hey, this is a seminal horror movie and it's very famous for a reason, and they did a remake of it, but I highly recommend watching the original instead. And if they asked me why I liked it, I would say some of the things that I just said. If somebody asked me why I liked Mother, I would have a harder time pinning it down. And to say that something made you feel like you had social anxiety, that doesn't sound like a very robust recommendation. Oh, hold on. Something is happening here.
Sounds like someone's in trouble.
Yeah, Sebastian, I don't really know what to do about that. It's also possible that I'm impressed by Mother as opposed to enjoying Mother, which, again, is an odd distinction to make, but I watched Mother and said, wow, I'm really impressed at what they pulled off. I feel like I'm going to have an asthma attack. And But is that a good movie? Like, if that's the point of what it's trying to do, then yes. Oh, we are...
Damn, he's gonna get mobbed.
Okay. Well, I don't want him to get mobbed, whoever he is, so let's see if we can have some fun with shock bolts. Oh, no, wait, let's do a smoke grenade. We haven't even done that yet.
Maybe I can get a jump on.
Hold on, guys, I need to tend to this.
Hey, you over there! You gotta help me!
Yep, that's the point.
I know you can hear me! Help me out!
No, I have a right to kill these guys. I spent a lot of points to get this. Okay. All right, rescue the man on the truck. I'm working on it. Oh, I'm working on it. Shank, hit the button. Okay. Oh, fuck you. Okay. Oh, God, you're kidding. Are you kidding me that I missed that? No, I got 2 of them. Oh. Okay. Well, at this point, I can probably just take advantage of this one's stupidity.
There's more of them! They're coming from over there!
Hey, you know what'd be cool? Control. Fuck you. Okay, this is fine. Smoke grenade. Oh, fuck. Do something. No, it can't even hit you. See you. Whatever. Okay. I feel like we've done a lot to thin the herd here. Stealth zombie. Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay, I really need to take a knee here. Oh, thanks, brother. That was awesome. Very nice. Oh, God. Oh! She's kiting me. Okay, could we relax for a second?
You just saved my ass. I didn't think anyone would come.
You're from the search team. How did you end up here?
I was looking for something.
And what would that be?
Look,
Hello to
there's dangers
Sanka.
out here. Come to my safe house so we can talk.
Lead the way.
No,
Come on.
No. I am Mia in this moment. I need my X's. So the smoke grenade was awesome, by the way. Like, it didn't occur to me that I thought that I'd still have to come up to them from behind. It looks like all he needs to do is get within range, and he slashes their throats, and like I can get 3 or arguably 4 in a single smoke grenade. It's really good. So Jab was asking, I do want to say hello. So Sanka was saying that his favorite horror movie is the Scooby-Doo movie. I will say this of the Scooby-Doo movie. I thought that the cast was really good. I have not been so much a fan of some of Sarah Michelle Gellar's other work post Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but I thought that she was a credible Daphne. I thought that Freddie Prinze Jr. was a very good Fred. I thought that Linda Cardellini was an excellent Velma, and like, whoever did the voice for Scooby-Doo was solid. I don't know, they're fine. But Matthew Lillard fucking embodied, I shouldn't swear pointlessly, but he was the master of Shaggy. Like, it was uncanny. Matthew Lillard, I don't think gets enough credit for, I think it's not like he's due an Academy Award or anything like that, but by the same token, people sort of like see him only as like this stoner loser character without regards for the fact that he's capable of a lot more and has done a lot more. And like, yeah, so Shaggy is the stoner loser character, but he's a very specific one. Matthew Lillard wasn't playing Matthew Lillard as Shaggy. He was playing Shaggy, and oh boy. Okay. I'm never looking where that happens, so I never get to see what it is. It is who wants to play Captain Kirk after William Shatner? Who wants to play, who's the next actor who wants to play Luke Skywalker? Like, these characters are highly iconic. They are very cemented in our minds and heavily associated with a very specific person. So to step into that role, you've got to really be bringing something that is very different that somehow people are going to accept, or you've got to do just such a good job of like giving people what they think they want from that character that they're going to accept it. And I was just very impressed by Matthew Lillard Shaggy. He stole the show. That was probably a lot more Scooby-Doo conversation than Sanka was expecting when he gave that. Hello to Bep Ca for you. I hope that you are doing well. Oh, who has normal, nightmare, and then says ammo. This is on normal difficulty. Whatever, like, I think it's called survival, but standard difficulty level. Let me roll it by. Smoke level 3. Yes, we got it up to level 3. Let me just go back. Jab had said Annihilation had me thinking about it for several days. I had a very good opportunity to see Annihilation and didn't take it, which I'm not happy with because I really wanted to see that. It's not a horror movie, but in a vaguely similar like genre, The Arrival with, I think, Amy Adams was very good. It is not a horror movie, so don't confuse it with that topic, but I very much that, like, The Arrival is also a movie that I thought about a lot after seeing it and continue to think about on a semi-frequent basis. Okay, so she's a knife lady, and she is standing still, which is a rare opportunity. And I also want to show this to Jab. So if we pull out the harpoon thing, if you take a look at it, Jab, I don't know that you can see it very well. The bolt is not resting on the crossbar that propels it. It is actually sort of like in a tube, like an open tube. So that's why it doesn't fall out. Oh, nope, no, we're not doing this. Sebastian, we're not doing this. You were gonna draw a bead on her, on the base of her skull. There we go, thank you. Jab was asking, what's this grudge sound? Oh, we finally got a shotgun upgrade. Or shotgun pouch upgrade. Makes me deeply concerned about how many I've missed, but... And she is worth a bunch, too. She's yeah, 1,200. So, let's... Yeah. So, Ricardo's back with food, but I didn't want to let go unacknowledged that Force has to bring her cat back to the vet again, and this is not the first visit. I'm gonna have to take Gigi back to the vet on Saturday. He's been over grooming and now has redness and bumps. Force, depending on where the over grooming is happening, it may be indicative of a urinary tract infection. That is a behavior that cats will exhibit if they are having difficulty basically relieving themselves. Okay, hold on. We've got another grudge sound. Oh, but Jab, I was going to say, it's a real roller coaster of emotions here. A better grudge sound came from this goo monster that we saw last episode. It's not quite worth, like... Oh, she is very upset. It's not quite worth going back to look it up, but if you've ever seen the movie The Stuff, which is another horror movie and an under-recognized and appreciated one, I find. Hide. Basically, in the previous episode of The Evil Within 2, we fought a stuff monster, which was basically a monster that appeared to be made out of marshmallow fluff. And it was very cool, and it made a sound that was sort of similar to this, but also distinct. So I want her to go away. I want her to go over there specifically. Are you kidding? I threw it too far, and she wandered out of the radius. We shanked her once. If I can get behind her and do it one more time, then we kill her and I get a 1200 goo. The only thing that we have to watch out for is that every once in a while she decides to go for a little sprint. All right, now we get her goo. And Force also says that he has thinning spots, like in the fur on his face. That I have no idea. Other symptoms of urinary tract infections in cats, because this is apparently the topic I've decided to go with, is using the not using the litter box and instead relieving themselves elsewhere. And it seems that what happens is that when a cat gets a urinary tract infection, the symptom they experience is they feel like they need to go to the bathroom all the time, even if they don't. So they go to the litter box, they'll paw around, nothing will happen, and then they will... I guess their internal cat logic says there must be something wrong with this scenario. What I need to do is just relieve myself anywhere I happen to be. I'll just try constantly, and wherever it happens, it happens. So they'll start not using the litter box and instead relieving themselves in unexpected places. So if you have a cat that starts doing that, check for a UTI. Blobbity Blah, hello to Blobbity Blah, said that I love that she didn't see you standing up and throwing the bottle. Yeah, her head was down. She was really into her own mind space on that one. I was very surprised. I was surprised by a couple things. A, that Sebastian decided to stand up to throw the bottle. That was entirely unnecessary. And B, no, I really want to go to I want to go save it at the safe house. We've been wandering, exploring, and collecting, but now it's time to save our progress. I don't want to lose all our awesome stuff. Jab is also saying that stress can do it. I hope that things stabilize with Force's cats, because going to the vet, it's not free. You know, it can be very expensive, and Force is trying to do right by our animals, but again, new apartment, new job. I mean, there's a lot of, Oh, yes, please. Also, do I need to reload my shotgun? Nope. Do I need to reload my pistol? Yes. Check the other pistol, too, because they reload separately. Now we're good. Also, I read and then promptly did not say aloud that Kelly Wand was a big fan of Mother. If there's a Q3 movie podcast from Mother, I need to go back and listen to it, because I am very interested to hear what others would have had to say after that. Also be very...
Thanks again for helping me out. I'm Sykes.
Sebastian Castellanos.
Castellanos, huh? I've heard of you. You survived the Beacon incident, right?
How do you know that?
I'm a STEM programmer, but I've got other skills too, like hacking information systems. I know all kinds of things that nobody else knows, not even other members of the team.
Then you know who Lily is.
Yeah. We're all trying to find her. Haven't had any luck, though. That's why you're here, huh?
That's right. But if you can't help me with that, then we've got nothing else to discuss. Good luck.
Hey, hold on. We might still be able to help each other out.
This better be good.
Look, there's a bunch of stuff in here that you could probably use. And you can have it for saving me out there. You want to hear my proposal? Come on back to me.
I am going to come back to him. I also like his gloves very much. Also, and this is now for everybody in chat, Markwack has put up the Quarter 3 Movie Podcaster Mother, put the link right in chat. If anybody is not familiar, the Quarter 3 Movie Podcast is not really pursued at this time. I keep holding out hope that maybe there will be a continuation of it, but it is Tom Chick, Kelly Wand, and for effectively the duration of its run, Christian Morawski. So I was just trying to make sure. I've heard Christian's last name said incorrectly so many times by his best friend Tom Chick that it always takes me a second to make sure, because I don't want to, like, they get to joke about that. I don't. So I just wanted to make sure that I said it correctly. But Christian passed away a while ago, so the Quarter 3 Movie Podcast came to an end at that time. And I miss him very much. I also miss the conversations that they would have, because the three of them had such great chemistry. So I will say this. I have not heard the one for Mother. I have heard the one for Justice League, the original theatrical release of Justice League. It is one of my favorite discussions they ever had, and features, in my opinion, the top shelf, top tier recap done by Kelly Wand. I love that episode very much.
All right, I'm all ears. How can we help each other?
I need you to restart a server inside the Marrow. It should be easy enough as long as none of those freaks are around. Here's where it's located.
Hold on, I haven't agreed to anything yet. What's in it for me?
You do that for me? I can open up all the locked supply caches for you.
And what's in it for you?
If you get the server on, I may be able to find another way out of Union.
There's really a way to get out of Union?
I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure as hell gonna give it a try. They've lost contact with STEM. We're totally cut off. If we don't find the core, we're all gonna die in here. Unless I can figure a way out.
How is that possible?
You really want me to waste your time talking a bunch of technical gibberish?
All I have to do is turn it on. How did the server go offline in the first place?
All I'm saying is if you turn on that server, I can give it a shot. Look at this place. It's breaking apart out there. I'm surprised anything is working. But then again, Mobius probably turned it off themselves. They've got all kinds of emergency protocols in place.
And you're questioning the almighty Mobius?
Hey, I don't mind being a grunt, but the moment I become expendable, well, that's when I start to look for the exit door. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
So, you gonna help me out or not?
We are, but yes is not one of the options on the page. It is not lost on me that every single, like, wait, again? Wait, is this? I did not catch this person's name. I'm sorry, I don't know if this is Sykes. No. Okay, so we gotta go activate the server in the Marrow, which I can certainly go do. I'm gonna grab all of his weapons and stuff. I got a lot of parts now. Yeah, we're gonna go in there. Cerdaloon. I'm just see. Yeah, my motto is save early, save often. That way I don't have to have that conversation again. Just make sure that we have progress steady. So Blobbity Blah was saying, I guess he solved a similar problem through antibiotics, and we brought a thingy that you plug into a socket, and it releases a happy cat pheromone to calm her down. Oh, interesting. Also, I was wrong. Centrifugal Force adopted 3 cats. I thought it was only 2. And then Jab was saying the new apartment might be enough to do it, like to like inspire stress and stuff. I had this didn't happen to me, but it happened to a friend. I believe, oh gosh, I'm trying to remember right at this moment if it was his dog or cat, but I think it was the cat. Was like had come from some sort of situation, was a rescue, had come from a situation where there wasn't a steady supply of food. So one of the this is a euphemism for the animal was being starved. So the behavior that the cat, I'm going to go with cat for now, had picked up was just wolfing down to an unhealthy degree any food that was put out, to the point where he or she would make herself sick. And he was able to resolve this by basically getting a feeder that was on a timer, and I want to say that it started out like every 15 minutes, it would spit out a little bit of food, spit out a little bit of food, spit out a little bit of food. So even if she cleaned out the bowl, A, there wasn't very much in there, but B, she became accustomed to the fact that like, oh, anytime I walk over, there's always food in the bowl. So it stopped her from overeating to the point where she was getting basically very sick. Wait, I thought I made sniper rifle cartridges last time. Are there 3 in the gun? Sorry, 1 second. Oh, are there 3 in the gun? Where would it say? Oh, down there. Okay, 3 in the clip. Okay. It's like, how can I have 0? All right. I've got 215 weapon parts. The point, if you draw anything from the odd story that I just shared, is that animals, just like people, have their own psychological quirks, and sometimes you can figure out a way to work around them and to get them feeling calm. I also know that Pushing Up Roses also adopted a cat, and at first was 400 is a lot. 400 is a lot. If I upgrade the shotgun, which I do like shooting the shotgun, it's not that much of an increase. I can't afford to go all the way down here. If I could, I'd almost be at the 300% there. And then this. So I got level 3 smoke bolt. Very happy about that. I cannot go higher than that, and that'd be 1,000 anyway, so I'm never going to get that. Shock bolt, I think I'm going to upgrade shock bolt because I really like it when I can stun a whole bunch of them, then run up and stomp them to death. So I'm going to get that. And I would get this too if I could afford it, but I can't. Batman says Care de Lune is the new daycare that's only open in the night.
Don't
night
worry,
care.
Detective. This won't hurt a bit.
Okay, it always hurts a lot. I don't think I have any lockers, and I don't think that I spent a thing, but let me check. Nope. All right. I do like that your prizes stay there afterwards so that you can get them if you couldn't pick them up at the time. Okay, 6,000 green gel. I don't care very much about kickback, I don't think. Oh, I'm not going to get that ever. 75,000, that's the one that I can't afford. So if I go up here, melee attacks do more. 6,000. Oh. Double damage. The trouble is, it's like the enemies have 800 hit points and your melee attack does 50. So if I double it, you get up to 100, but it still requires, like, infinite swings. Gain the ability to kick stunned enemies away from you. Cannot be... Yeah, that doesn't sound very good. I think that we might go with increased life gauge maximum. Because, again, I'm sort of thinking about, like, I want to make sure that we prioritize upgrades that are going to be useful all of the time, not ones that are only good in, like, the open world versus not. This would be the other one. Getting that stamina gauge upgrade would be pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to hold on to our goo for now. He says shotgun always feels great. Shotgun does always feel great. Let me tell you this. If you are playing a game with some sort of combat and the shotgun doesn't feel like it's the make dead now weapon, then the developers really screwed that up. Because if there's one thing that game developers have had an age to figure out, it's how to make a shotgun feel like it just sawed somebody directly in half. All right, I'm going to head back out. Let's see if we can get at least one of those pieces of art. Jab says that relaxation is grooming is a relaxation art for cats, so they are stressed they can overcompensate and harm themselves. Oh, another, and I can't open these yet. This is the second one that we found that's red, and I do remember that the other one is up on the roof. So, presumably, if I was to guess, if we help the guy in this room, who may or may not be Sykes, then I think that he'll probably give us the key to that. Wait, I don't want to do that yet because that's the main quest. I want to go do the side quest, activate the server in the Marrow. So yeah, let's go head back to that. Get a more sensible gun out here. For all of our adventures in this episode, we have, I think, obviously, I don't think that we've fully cleared this out, but I think that we're gonna have an easier time getting back than we had getting here. Oh, there's boxes to smash, too. Another Quarter 3 Movies podcast that is among my favorites, and it's been a while since I listened to it, and now I'm concerned that I'm misremembering, but maybe Mark might confirm. Didn't they do one for Terminator Genesis? I think that was the one where Kelly Wand rolls out his Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. It was very funny. I really like him when he does Schwarzenegger. Gosh, I'm trying to think, are there any others? Are there any other, like, Quarter 3 Movies podcasts that really stood out? I don't know that I talked about all my favorite horror movies, because I started to say about It Follows. Oh, I definitely have not been in here. Take a quick look around. It Follows is a very good movie, and if you guys have not watched it, it's more like, you would not expect this from the like cold open that it has, but it's really more of a psychological horror than it is a monster movie horror. The final entry in this well-worn journal. The taproom's been booming, business is good, lots of new faces in Union these days. They're arriving by the trainload and they're thirsty. If it keeps up like this, I'll finally be able to afford some beer taps. Pete complains about the crowds, but I say the more the merrier. He's always been cantankerous, but lately he's been acting extra weird. He sits there in his usual spot, giving new customers the stink eye and mumbling to himself. I would cut him off, but he's always been my best customer. If I did keep a journal, it would just be lies. I think that the only journal I would ever keep would be one that I would be counting on someday, even if it was after my death, somebody would find, to just fill it up with, like, complete fiction. And Marquack is agreeing. Sorry, I'm just reading through. Force is saying id is the master of shotguns. Yeah, like, I did not enjoy Doom 3 basically at all, but I did like the shotgun. I did have a good time with that.
So this is his art?
Oh shit,
with photo.
But I mean, like, it's gruesome, but it's a good photo. Let's give credit where it's due. And Marquack is also confirming, oops, I did not mean to come in here. I should probably proceed with this.
I'm gonna stab the shit out of you.
Marquack has posted the link and confirmed that, yes, that was the for Terminator Genesis. It Follows was the first podcast for Tom after he beat cancer and came back to the podcast. I did not know that. I did hear the
Shit. Locked.
the podcast that
Gotta find
he
a key or something.
did. And now I'm trying to remember if it was just a podcast or if it was a full podcast or it was just an update. My memory at this moment is that it was just an update. But him talking about, like...
Don't cry. You're becoming art. You shall be part of my obscura.
I don't want to leave it unsaid. I super want this guy dead. The photography guy. Like... hurting people for no reason.
Less malleable than clay, softer than marble. It really is the perfect medium. Oh, I can't concentrate like this. A sculpture doesn't need a tongue.
Torturing and hurting people for your own personal gain is awful. Torturing and hurting people for no reason whatsoever is also awful. Torturing and hurting people for a completely capricious reason, that it just gets under my skin in a different way. It's not like the others are okay. It just super bothers me where it's like, not only is your life valueless to me, but... oh, they took away the ammo I couldn't pick up. Nice. Thanks for that. What I was going to say was the podcast before Tom had to step away from the podcast. Okay. What is... I don't know what this Q wall is here. Is that glass? I think it is. And I think they saw me, and I think they're coming. Two of them means a good opportunity to do the shock bolt that I just upgraded. We lay down a tripwire. Blah, blah, blah has strong Outlast feels from those streams. Yeah, I don't know if Guy is still here, but there's some... tonal similarities in this to Outlast. Shoot. See, if I'm going to shoot a shock bolt, I want to hit both of them. Yeah, we've got bullets for this. It's way too many bullets. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't I get the ability to do the front sneak attack as well? I'm pretty sure. So, I mean, theoretically, if she came close enough, I could dash out and, like, jam the blade up underneath her skull, or however it is that goes. And yeah, that's an extra axe, but I don't want to waste an axe on just one person. Okay, so I guess I didn't, because I tried to hit jam A there, and she was not having it. Really thought I got that upgrade, though. So there's some reminiscing in Outlast. Also, I do not remember the name of the clip, but some of Mia's, like, some of my favorite clips of Mia's channel came out of her Outlast playthrough, and one of them is her going through a particularly cinematic sequence and, like, jumping into an elevator shaft, and she is just peeling with laughter. She is... It's like a super tense and grim scene, and she cannot stop laughing because her emotions are riding so high with all of it. It's just never knowing when she's going to turn around. Jab is saying the only ammo that's wasted is ammo that you don't use. You're not wrong, because... Oh, she was worth 500. She was more dangerous. I'm one of those people that will stockpile, and then finish the game with like 1,000 of everything that I never actually spent. Oh, boy. Okay, turn to the right, and now... Get her! And yeah, that ammo, those resources legitimately feel wasted on the other side because they are cool things I could have done and didn't. Now, at the same time, I do finish the game. Like, it feels good at the end that, like, oh, that was successful. Okay. Oh, boo. Like, I'll tell you right now, I do not use bottles in this game the way that I should. I have no explanation for that. Partly is that I just don't think to use the bottles. It doesn't occur to me. And then when I try to use the bottles, I use them wrong because I don't use them very often. Oh, boy. I am legitimately being outsmarted by this zombie. So, like, right here, he comes around the corner. Can I do my... Yeah, there we go. I don't know why that didn't work last time. Guy says, is it not how you should play RPGs, having a ton of everything and never use them? To me, it's the fear of using something. It's not even something that, like, oh, I might need it later, although I guess it's some of that. It's more like, what if I'm using this incorrectly? What if there's a smarter way past this? And I guess it is so that I can use it later. And then, like, later never comes. Because you just keep, like, grinding. And then in retrospect, you'd be like, man, this would have been so much easier and faster if I just made use of all the tools at my disposal. If I was watching somebody else play this, I'd be like, you fool, why are you not using the bottles? The bottles are so useful. You can draw enemies off. And I just never think of it. Bobby Blast says maybe the head-on sneak attack can be used on basic enemies, and the one that it did not work on was more dangerous. That could be it. Yeah, because as we noted, she was worth more goo. So this thing is definitely coming to life, right? So let me just make sure that I'm reloaded. I got lots of bullets. Yeah. Yeah. Let's have the shotgun ready.
Well, there it is.
Okay. Well, I don't want to touch those. Whoa. Okay, so I didn't bring my wire cutters, so I can't go this way. Sorry, this is going to require a bit of attention because I don't want to walk into these. And I'm just... it's going to happen. The fuck was that? Okay. This is an interesting setup.
Okay, Hoffman. Hope you're right about destroying these things. Here we go.
Oh, that didn't go the way I thought it was going to go.
Destroying that freak's work was actually therapeutic, but I'm not done yet. One more.
Yeah, so Jab was saying, like, that axe that got left behind, like, yeah, so I can never go back for that axe. That lives in the painting world. So the axe that I have right here, like, I could have gotten a free kill on somebody. I don't feel too much like that was, like, what was wasted? Was it the axe, or was it the extra minute, for example, that I could have used, that if I, like, axed somebody with this and then picked up a different axe? Like, yeah, I waited a little bit, but, you know, I don't know. I feel like it's not like I took damage in exchange for it. It just took a little bit more care. Now, where something is wasted is, like, I do... Like I would say if I, take damage unnecessarily melee fighting things when I could just use some of the abundant ammunition that I have, and then I've not only, like, I not only wind up... The fuck is going on here? Like a relay race? Okay. Sure. So, here's what I'm gonna do. I think that we're gonna grab one of these. I'm feeling a little bit more like the, explosive bolt. 5 of these. Oh, that guy survived, did he? Okay. Okay. Axe time. Are you fucking serious? Was there another one on the ground, or did none of them die from me planting an explosive on them? Alright, we're gonna figure this out. Well... When there's 2 of them, what I'd like to do is shock them, and then I get to kill them both. Or that. Sure. Was this an oil puddle that I didn't recognize? Why did they catch on fire? Yeah, they were having a good old corpse party over here. The trouble with It Follows, I'm just gonna, like, close out this topic because I keep thinking that I want to say something about it, but the trouble is, It Follows, it benefits from knowing very little when you go into it. It is one of those movies that benefits from the discovery that you get while you're watching it and seeing how it all comes together. I don't think that I knew anything about it at all when we went to go see it, and I really had a good time discovering that movie the way that I feel like it was written, the way that it was intended to be consumed by people. I will say one thing that is not a spoiler, it's just something that I very much liked about the way that the movie was put together. When you're watching It Follows, tell me what year it is. in that movie? What is the year in the United States of America or Canada or wherever you want to say that it is, where that movie is taking place? Because they went to some lengths to give it a really, like, unidentifiable, timeless sort of quality to it. And it's not the way that they do, like, the Batman animated series. It's just... it's very anachronistic. There's lots of different elements in it that make it seem like it could be taking place at every time and no time. And I very much like that about it. I think that It Follows is going to hold up very, very well over the years. Spatman says, I'm going to watch a Corpse Party Classic playthrough later. Thanks for the idea. I have never played Corpse Party. I don't know if you were here, Spatman, but I did bring it up once. It's like, is this something that Mia would like? And if so, like, Spatman, if you know anything about Corpse Party, maybe you can answer this. If we were to get Mia to play one Corpse Party, if we were to say, like, this is the best one, this is the one that you should play, what sees me? Oh, hold on. Something is very aware of me. Oh, no. I think shotgun. I think just shotgun. Let's not fuck around. Show me your face. Or your front face. All right. These guys are worth 1,200. That is worth 3 shotgun blasts to me. Oh, no, they're not. They're worth 700. Well, nonetheless. Azric says, I do need to thank you for Happy Death Day and to you as well. What a gem of a pair of movies, and so looking forward to part 3. So, yeah, Azric, after we were talking during the watch party, I went and looked, and apparently Christopher Landon has said that it's in active development, but they're still waiting for the green light from Universal. To all of the Universal Studio executives that are doubtlessly watching this Evil Within 2 playthrough, please greenlight it. Please give us a third movie. Happy Death Day and Happy Death Day to You are underappreciated gems, just like Azric just said. I enjoy those movies far more than I would have expected. I feel like, okay, not a problem. I still got some shotgun shells. Okay. Well, if you're going to stay still, then I'm going to shoot you with something a little bit more potent. Hold on a second. How many of these do you need? Okay, 3. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop? I should be allowed to reclaim my bolts. I was going to say that for the record. If anybody here has not seen Happy Death Day and Happy Death Day to You, they are fun. They are horror comedies, but not in the way of, like, scary movie. They're not jokey. They're not slapstick that I can think of. They're the type of movie, like you know how, like, Ghostbusters is not slapstick. And let me be clear, Happy Death Day and Happy Death Day to You are not Ghostbusters, okay? This is not an equivalent level of quality. I'm not making that claim. But Ghostbusters is a horror movie, and it's a full-on straight horror movie, but it features characters that are very smart and very funny. The people in the horror situation are funny, and that's what makes it work. Happy Death Day isn't quite like that, but it's closer to that than it is to just, we are mocking horror movies, we're making fun of people that like horror movies. It's not mean-spirited, and it's just very, very well performed. It has a surprising amount of heart. It has a surprising amount of depth to it. And the two movies are much further apart than you would think. You're going to go into Happy Death Day 2 and say, oh, okay, so it's just Die Hard 2. It's just the same stuff happening again. And by the end of the movie, you will not think that anymore. It is impressive to me how much work they put into thinking about where they want their sequel to go and making sure that it wasn't just a rehash of the same situation with like a different skin. It was an altogether different thing. Jav is saying bolts are not as reusable as you'd think. I will absolutely take your word for that. Like, in my head, it sort of seems to me like you shoot a bolt into something, you should be able to pull it out, or like an arrow, and use it again. But I can also accept that if the tip was damaged, or like the shaft splinters on its way in or out of something, that it wouldn't hold up very well. Cell phones I've found to be something that dates movies and even more changes the way that a story must be told. Very much the second thing, but you go ahead and watch It Follows, and like, I know that you don't watch many movies, so I don't. It's just It Follows has a lot of it disagrees with itself over what level of technology exists. So I'm gonna go into the Marrow. Did I want to spend any goo? 8,000. Probably pick up something for 8,000, I would think. What was I saving up for? I don't remember. Forrest is saying, is it game night? Yes. Yep, we will be doing game night. And to that end, like, I am not actually going to have time to go into the Marrow, but I like to take care of all of our shopping and crafting at the end of the episode, so our next episode can kick right off.
Detective Castellanos, good to see you again.
All right, let me hit this. So we got a little over 8,000. I wanted the health upgrade, which I think was 7,500. Yeah, perfect. All right. I'm being a lot. I like you describing It Follows as having a timeless quality to its setting. You would have a very tough time trying to pin down the year that movie takes place. Yeah, and it's something that I picked up on the, like, just on the first viewing, like, oh, this is all over the place. It's like, it's a little bit like those Lemony Snicket books where, like, it takes place in a world where electricity is not so common that they aren't going around and, like, manually lighting each of the lamps on the street with, like, gas wicks, but also the kids will go to the shop to buy a fiber optic cable. And it's like, what? Like, I like that. I like that, like, it goes out of its way to establish, like, you're not going to be able to pin this down to a time and a place, so don't try. That's not what the movie is about. I would like to increase the damage of my harpoon bolts, I think. Or the explosive bolts, because I was disappointed by the amount of damage that didn't happen. Trouble is, that's more expensive. But I like using these a lot more. Harpoon bolts are great against individual targets. These are also good against individual targets, but also crowds of targets. So I think that for the increase from 120, I'm not even at that point of using it. So I would have to drop 80 here to get up to that. Still, that is a significant increase. 80 here, but then for slightly more than twice the cost, it jumps from 120% to 180%. Or I go here and I get the 200% increase. I'm gonna go with that. I just like more useful against bosses, I would think. Oh, and we have to watch our slide. We're gonna get some goo from the cat as well. Sorry, Forrest is saying, Lenny says, I can survive under any condition. Gigi says, I am allergic to tap water. Alright, so we're gonna go over a few and we're gonna get some dialogue.
It's me, Kidman.
Good to know you're still there, Sebastian.
After Beacon, I tried to make some sense of what happened to me. But everyone said I was delusional. Or hiding the truth. I started to believe that maybe they were right. That maybe I was crazy. I felt so frustrated. Useless. Drinking was the only thing that killed the pain. So much time wasted. I could have tried harder. Shit.
Don't beat yourself up, Sebastian. When Mobius doesn't want to be found.
Don't make excuses for me, Kidman. I fucked up.
Look, Sebastian, this isn't the time to dwell on the past. This is the time to make up for it. Self-pity is what led you to drink in the first place. You have a chance to get back what you lost. Don't lose sight of that.
Harsh, but true. You're right, Kidman. Thanks.
I am concerned that I like Kidman. I like what she just said there. I like the way that she said that she was like, hold on, we've got some goo. 700 goo. I don't know how to reconcile the idea of Kidman as somebody who is like, hey, be careful of this. Self-pity is what got you to drink in the first place. But also, it seemed to me like she was well aware that his daughter was kidnapped and hadn't died in the in the fire and stuff, like, and didn't do very much about it. How am I supposed to like a character that didn't take immediate action to save a child who was kidnapped by a corporation for the purpose of building a virtual world? Like, it's a thing. Spatman, by the way, had also said, oh, it scrolled off. Hold on, let me just get here. Yes, and hello to Smiley's Playhouse. Yeah, is this the first time that you're joining for The Evil Within 2? It's very good. I've enjoyed it a whole bunch. It was Spatman, I thought? I have no idea, says Spatman, if Mia would like Corpse Party. I know no Corpse Party other than the classic. I just like to go back there every once in a while. The interesting thing about Corpse Party is that it seems like it should be a joke, that it's like a horror game, but like 16-bit pixel art. But I've heard that it's really good and it's like actually scary. And I'm just curious to see what that is like. And Mia is such a fan of horror games that I have to wonder what her reaction to it would be. Mia regards, what's it called? Outlast and Outlast 2 very highly. I think that they might still be her favorite horror games that she's ever played. Force says thank you for all the suggestions and mostly the support. Support is with you, Force. I hope that GG gets things evened out and that the vet is a help. I've never had this difficult a time with a cat, but I'm willing to put in the works to help the boys. And Smiley says, this is my first time joining for it. Smiley, that makes me feel very, very bad that we are out of time because we had a good long stream, but I need to grab some dinner here. We're going to do a quick dinner and then be back with More Than a Mia for Game Night with the Peeps. They just did a big Phasmophobia update, and I think that we're all very interested to check this out. Speaking of that style, has Mia played Undertale? No, and neither have I, but Undertale feels like something that, like, maybe I would love it, but I just don't feel a lot of motivation. I don't know. I've gone out of my way to not know very much about it. My sense is that Undertale may play on ideas and tropes and elements of game design that may be unfamiliar to Mia, because I feel like there's a lot of callbacks to the way that games were like in the 16-bit era. I could be completely wrong, by the way. I really don't know very much about it. Maybe she would absolutely love it. I'm not sure. Smiley's Playhouse is saying, laughing out loud, LMAO, that's just fine. There's always another time to catch you playing. Yeah, I'm so sorry that we're ending, but I'm just out of time. It was great to see you. And on our way out, I cannot possibly thank enough to Marquack, to Azaric, for Moo, for all the gift subs, to let's see, I am so sorry. Patikin came over, and also there was a large raid. I'm gonna have to step away from the mic because I'm not leaving until we pull this out. There was a large raid from, was it Ricardinho? I'm gonna have to go look. So I have to step away from the mic for a second to do this shout out, but by God, it's gonna happen. Please, if you'll excuse just about 20 seconds worth of silence, because we can't alt-tab out when I'm with the system. So hold on 1 second. All right, hopefully this doesn't make too much microphone sound as we get it switched over. Thank you to Club for the resubscription. Ricardinho for the resubscription. Yes, it was Ricardinho that raided over. And then you guys, just so much support. Moo with all of the gift subs, Marquack with all of the cheers, Azric with all of the cheers. Just sort of scrolling back because I want to make sure that we have a chance to thank everybody who participated. That was a totally unexpected hype train, and it was a lot. And thank you guys very, very, very much. Azric, yes, Azric also resubscribed. I'm so concerned that I'm going to miss something. Lovely Shadow King also raided over, or was that yesterday? Yes, so Lovely Shadow King was the person that I was trying to remember, and I think I said Lovely Shadow Forest. I don't know why I keep thinking the word forest or woods, but I need to follow Lovely Shadow Forest so that we can do a raid in exchange, because I checked out their channel and they seem like really, really good people, and we met them during our Little Nightmares 2 playthrough, and I would love to pay that back. So, oh gosh, we also got a level 3 hype train emote. Oh gosh, Forrest is saying Lenny has a flea. I'm done. The good news is fleas, you put that like that stuff in the back of their necks and they're gonna be okay. And yeah, okay, so let's go find somebody fun to raid, but don't be gone too long, because at twitch.tv/morethanamia in just over half an hour we're gonna be getting together for some Phasmophobia. You guys, I had a very, very good time playing the Evil Within 2, and if you listen to the end of our previous episode, you know that good times are something that I think that we can all need, all use right now. So, truly, from the bottom of my heart, you guys, thank you very, very much. And with that, we will move on and see you guys tonight for Game Night with the Peeps over at twitch.tv/morethanamia. Until next time, you guys, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great night.